I'm finally home. I would normally say I'm home and then go inside. I'm back. Sorry, is anyone here? Oni-san, welcome home. Hibiki's on the second floor. A high-pitched voice, I hear the sound of trotting footsteps coming down the stairs. What's wrong? Why are you still at the... Huh? What happened, Nini? You're pitch black. Am I that bad? Hold on, I'll get something to wipe it off. It's fine. The dirt is all from coal. Wiping it off will just ruin the towel. After 100 shovels, I shoveled 400 more. A total of 500 kilograms. That's about 277 2-liter bottles. When looking at it that way, it might not be much, but my form was bad, so it strained my lower back. I got some of the powder on my face, but I didn't expect it to cover my whole face. So, that's why Navi refused to let me on. Hibiki scowls after hearing that. That little... That Navi is pretty stubborn, despite talking about protecting your life all the time. No, what Navi said does not contradict itself. At point above, Hibiki's frown becomes even more serious. Being covered in coal dust, there was a possibility that it would cause negative effects on a precision machine like Navi. I can declare to you that it is not simply a matter of getting the seat dirty. That's what Navi said before refusing my entry, but it followed me from the sky. Oh! Following my gaze, Hibiki sees Navi. Navi circles above and then flies over to the brewery. That can't be a very... Granted, its fuel thing is actually pretty efficient, so I guess it doesn't need to worry about conserving it. Okay, fair enough. It ran away. It's not going anywhere. It just saw me return home safely. It'll land in the water to let Hachiroku off. Hachiroku-san, that railroad is on your aircraft? Yes, she has some dirt-resistant coating or something, but it just might be a difference in technique. Technique? For what? Shoveling coal. The technique of shoveling coal into the firebox. I use hand gestures while I explain coal shoveling. Hibiki nods while listening, but her face gradually turns red like some ignited coal. Nini, an engineer? Why? That'll take time away from home. I mean... She frantically covers her mouth and glances around. She then taps her fist on her palm and looks proud of herself. Nissan, you're back here to oppose the building of the aircraft factory. Won't you have less time for that? I thought you were for the factory, Hibiki. That's entirely different from the subject at hand. She pretends to pick up something with her hands and moves it right to left. Hibiki's proper and arduous, even in times like this. I don't think it's good that she's exploiting your kindness by taking up your time. It's true that I want to avoid having my time taken up by unrelated matters. Yes, I agree. But becoming an engineer is connected with the opposition to the aircraft factory. Huh? What does that mean? Even if she is for this particular issue, and I am against, Hibiki's still my dear sister. I had nothing from her and talked to her about the plan of creating tourist attractions using steam locomotives. The plan is still nothing but a rough draft, but tourist attractions will definitely raise the city-wide desire for environmental protection. It's true that tourism and the factory position go hand in hand, but that's only if it goes well. Exactly. There are major flaws in this plan. I don't know if it's by thought or intuition, but Hibiki already realizes it. Supposedly, Hachiroku's 8620 series will become a major draw for gathering tourists here. 8620 series? Is that locomotive supposed to be that special? That beats me. You don't know? You can't even call it a real plan right now. I haven't seen the real thing yet, but Pot says it's supposed to be beautiful. The moment I say that, Hibiki gasps a little.
Paulette? Mayor?
Yeah, don't know why I didn't lead with that, but whatever.
Nissan. When did you meet the mayor?
I think I've known her from before, but it seems that we met earlier today.
Huh?
Pod is not only the mayor, but she's the president of and engineer for the Ahitoyo Railway. Hibiki nods.
Yes, I know that. I'm a student at the school in Yunoi.
Oh, right. Yunoi is the last stop on the Ahitoyo Railway, Yunoi line. Aside from the school, there are also hot springs and medical facilities there. After passing through the Aircraft Disabling Zone, that is the former Jutsien coal mine, the passengers who go to and from Yunoi mainly take the Yunoi line. We got to know each other when I had to crash land the aircraft.
Ah, the mayor and Reina-chan helped you?
That's how it turned out.
Uh-huh.
Hibiki nods deeply as if she were convinced.
And the mayor told you that, the 8620 series is really good?
That's right.
She says that about everything.
A sigh and then a smirk. Hibiki's tone becomes disaffected, but there's some kindness mixed into it.
No matter how worn out some chunk of a train is, she'd say it has wonderful historical value at the municipal meetings.
Ah, I can see that. I saw firsthand Paulette's love for the railway. But to Paulette, that's true. It's such a matter of fact that she doesn't understand why she needs to explain it.
What do you mean?
Hibiki tilts her head to the side in confusion. It was Hibiki that made me realize that fact. Hibiki, do you need to explain why red is red?
Oh.
So that actually brings up an interesting philosophical question of, to what extent, colors are merely your own, personal experience of colors, and to what extent they are actually just legitimate facts of the world. But yeah, no need to get into that right now. Hibiki's face turns a shade of scarlet. Hibiki remembers the day when she explained to me that red was red. Oh, a flashback, presumably. Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot of red.
Nini.
What's wrong, Hibiki?
Nini, red is...
Yes. Red is red. That's a fact that needs no mention. I would even be confused at how to respond.
The mountain and leaves are all red, but when I drew it, the sun was even more so.
Flap. Hibiki spreads her arms. She stretches out a piece of paper in front of her. Wow. It's red. It's very red. I see. I completely missed it. Red is so... red. Red is red. It's such a matter of fact that you can't explain it with words, nor do you feel the need to. Are there crickets chirping? I need to stop recording these at like morning, like super morning, early morning.
Yes?
But Hibiki's eyes saw the red that I missed. I was able to understand that red was red through Hibiki's drawings. Her cheeks are still flushed as she stays silent. As always, Hibiki gets flustered when she's praised or even when she is justly evaluated. I'm sure that the red Paulette sees looks like a piece of junk to you, Hibiki. If Paulette knew how to draw like you, she might have been better able to explain it to everyone.
Then I feel sorry for the mayor.
Sorry?
My senpai tells me about what happens at the municipal meetings all the time.
Oh. A student who likes to sit at the town hall meeting. Hibiki's senpai might be of a rare variety.
There are a lot of hecklers when the mayor takes the podium.
Even though we've just met, I've already begun to see the signs of Paulette's nervousness when in public. Thus, if she has a tendency to become anxious, and that cannot be deemed or remedied, the simple disturbance caused by hecklers would be highly detrimental. Really, probably not one very fit for public office, but whatever. You could say that about a lot of politicians, can't you?
The mayor talks really well when it comes to the railways, but that's when the hecklers start shouting at her, and
She gets flustered.
I think so. And things get disorderly, drowning out everything the mayor wants to say.
I see. That means that's one of the causes for Paulette's low approval ratings as mayor. No one wants to entrust their future to a leader that gets flustered at the slightest bit of heckling. And that vicious cycle of snowballs? I had heard of that. Reputation, even while I was at the capital. More than half of the officials are for the factory to be built there. If those sly old bureaucrats really want something, Paulette's earnest passion will actually be easy to control. Reina probably wouldn't be able to help at the city hall. Imagine Paulette doing everything she can to fulfill her duty, completely tense. I have my doubts whether she can maintain the dignified stance she showed as the president and engineer of the railway company for her role as mayor.
If she can talk without anyone interrupting, I think she can convince people that red is red.
If you say so. I'm sure that's true, but interruptions are inevitable.
I agree, especially because they know how effective it is.
Yes. Then what to do? How can I help Paulette state her opinions without being interrupted? In the end, it's best to show it. If they see for themselves the charms and benefits, they'll want to know more. One way to move people's hearts and minds is through their deep-rooted desires.
And that's true.
She nods and then turns her chin to the side.
But does that, what do you call it, 8620? Does it actually have the benefit people are looking for?
Yes, it's possible that the 8620 has a charm that anyone can see. I believe that to be true because it's none other than Teto's son who brought her here. When I tell her that, Hibiki shows a flustered look. It seems that her opinion of Teto's son is different from mine.
Well, it's better we look at the real thing rather than just talk about it, so where is that thing?
Only Hachiroku would know. I have to go see for myself, but look at me, I can't get the store dirty.
Ah, so that's why you called me.
I finally brought the point back to conversation, or should I say, it returned on its own? I may have appeared to have come back to the subject, but we could have just gone down the rabbit hole.
The dirt is bad, but seeing how you're covered in powder would certainly make it difficult for you to enter the house.
If any of the coal dust gets into the shochu, it would cause irreparable harm.
Then you'll have to take a bath outside to clean yourself up. Hold on, let me get you a change of clothes.
Hibiki trots back into the house and goes upstairs.
So Tetsu-sama, I've returned. I'm sorry I'm late.
I hear Hachiroku's voice as Hibiki runs off. I turn around to see that Hachiroku's cheeks are flushed and there is some sweat on her skin. Oh, she sweats, right. It's fine. Did something happen?
With this body, simply getting to the ground takes some effort.
Oh, that's right. I hadn't considered that. Sorry.
It's fine. I hadn't thought of it either.
Navi circles in the sky about 2 more times before going higher in altitude, ultimately out of view. Perhaps it figured or heard that I would be going to the bathhouse. That's it. I'm going to take a bath. I can't go into the house like this.
The public bath wouldn't want you there either.
Hibiki knows what to do. What about you? Want to come with me?
Of course. Nissan, thanks for waiting. Hey, Hachuko-chan.
Hibiki sounds a little perplexed. Hachiroku laughs elegantly and tries to relax Hibiki.
You can address me as just Hachiroku. Hibiki-sama, I am owned by Sotetsu-sama after all.
Hibiki frowns instantly, her cheeks puff up.
Then you can just call me Hibiki too. I'm his little sister, so I pretty much belong to Nini.
Not sure that's how that works, but yeah, whatever.
Oh.
Hachiroku looks up at me, troubled. I had no idea Hibiki was mine, but if that's Hibiki's wish, shall happily oblige. I thought the sister was the older sister was the head of the house. So, anyways, then everyone should drop the honorifics. I think you two are alike.
How? How?
Their voices coincide with each other, and then they awkwardly look away before breaking out in laughter. Anyway, let's go take a bath. Take us there, Hibiki.
Yes, Nissan, you can count on me.
Oh, this is quite nice. It was definitely built prior to the war. Possibly Taisho or maybe even Meiji. The place is supposed to have an abundance of hot spring water, but everything here seems to have dried up. This public bathhouse looks refined.
It's a natural hot spring. It's the bath of the great hot springs of Ohatoyo. This appears to be a station building from back when I was still active. I like this. It's soothing.
She turns red again and looks down. Hibiki seems to take that compliment for herself. Or perhaps this place is one of her favorites. But I'm surprised you found this bathhouse. Did the bath break while I was at the capital?
No, I had to, work.
Should you? I think it's dangerous to drink after bathing.
It's not that, but, Nissan, Hachiroku, let's go. Let's just go.
She cuts the conversation short as if she's hiding something. Hibiki passes to the female bath door. I'm going to the male bath, and we go separate ways.
Nini, Hachiroku's this way?
It's fine, she said she'll wash my back for me.
Huh? Your back? Sotetsu-sama willingly covered himself in coal for my sake. It is my duty to wash off the dirt from him.
You heard her. I'll give you some kind of signal when we, Hibiki's cheeks are puffed up. Her eyes appear to be getting teary too. She's not happy about this. Not in the slightest, and she doesn't know how to express that discontent. This part of her is still the same. Hibiki. I crouch down to meet her eye to eye. We're close enough for our noses to touch. Hibiki jumps back.
Don't treat me like a child.
Oh, sorry. That's not what I intended. But thanks to this fluke, Hibiki decides to be forthcoming with her feelings. You don't want Hachiroku washing my back.
It's not that, just bathing together is... I understand if you feel that it is immodest for an unmarried woman to bathe with a man. Yes.
Hibiki nods. Hachiroku gently continues after that.
But I want to wash off the coal soot from Sotetsu-sama as a co-worker because he has helped me. Besides, Hibiki,
No honorifics, just like Hibiki requested. Her tiny mouth whispers something into Hibiki's ears.
considering my size, going into such a deep bath will force me to remain standing unless I go with someone.
Oh. I wondered what Hachiroku said. Hibiki gives a big nod.
Nisan, I'm going to be the bath chair for Hachiroku.
Bath chair? Why? Once I question that, I find the answer. I see. If the bath water is too deep, Hachiroku won't even be able to bathe while sitting.
Good observation, Sotetsu-sama.
So what do we do then? I can't enter the women's bath. Oh, it's the hot springs.
What are you all doing in front of my shop? Oh, sorry.
Hibiki isn't surprised by the sudden voice from behind. She even appears happy to hear it.
Lady, Toru, it has been a long time. Oh, it's you, Hibiki. It sure has been a while. Yes, I've been a little busy recently, so I wasn't able to come by.
The Toru hot spring. Then that means this old lady is the owner. Like the building, she's weathered and seasoned. Hibiki called her lady, but I'd call her grandma.
So hurry up and come on in. What's the matter with you? Well, we have a bit of a problem.
I'm surprised at how much more maturely she speaks than when she's with me. She smoothly explains that I am her brother, a total departure from the usual Hibiki I know.
Ah, so this is Megita's. He's a looker. Don't know what's inside, though.
I straighten my posture when I hear the Megita name being mentioned. If she is seeing me as that, I have to be wary of how I act. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Megita Sotetsu. Sotetsu. Okay.
I am Sotetsu-sama's railord. Please call me Hachiroku.
She doesn't return the introduction. The owner of the Toru Hot Springs just waves at us dismissively.
A potmaster and a railord. It's been decades since someone got the bath dirty.
Then, you let us enter the bath?
I won't let you in until 11 p.m. next time. There's no way I'll let you in with other customers around.
I look at the sign at the entrance. The closing time is 11 at night. Then I'll come back at 11 tonight.
It's fine today. You have it all back to yourself. I got no customers, so I was thinking of closing early.
Thank you. Then if it's alright with you, I'd like to enter your bathhouse. A men's bath and a women's bath. Hibiki and Hachiroku and me. While I'm still wondering what to do, the owner just points at the women's bath.
The potmaster and railord go to the women's bath. I don't want you dirtying up the bigger men's bath. What about me? The entire bathhouse is reserved for you. You can go to whichever one you want, Hibiki-chan. Really? Then...
Okay, just everyone in the same bath. Sure. Cool. Different culture. Anyways. Whew, this is a nice bath. After pouring the bath water on myself, I have Hachiroku wash me down. I follow suit by washing myself afterwards meticulously. Even after doing so, black flecks keep floating to the surface, but bathing here feels like all my tension is melting away.
Are you tired, Sotetsu-sama?
It's Hachiraku. She is using Hibiki's stretched legs as her chair and is currently in the tub. Somewhat, I would say. Hibiki's at the other side of the bath, in a corner away from me. Naturally, Hachiraku's there too. I try to speak louder. But it's a good kind of tiredness. I think the muscle pain I'll have tomorrow will be terrible, though.
In that case, you should get a massage after getting out. It'll help you recover completely tomorrow.
I don't quite understand things of that sort.
It's just about pressing on pressure points.
She stands up. Hachiraku walks along the side of the tub and slowly comes toward me.
Sotetsu-sama, your rear?
My rear. Oh, she means my back. I turn my back toward Hachiraku as she requests.
For example, here. What do you think?
Oh, this is quite something. She must have pressed a pressure point. My body jerks with every push.
It seems to be working. Look at you twitching. Then how about this?
Oh, this is nice. She stretches my arm to massage it. Can you do it harder?
Haha. You're good at coaxing, Sotetsu-sama.
Nini, Hachiraku, what are you doing? It's just a massage, don't worry about it. Hibiki yells at us from the other side of the big tub. Possibly from having to paint so much, she is a little nearsighted, and with the steam, she probably can't see what we're doing. It's nothing, she's just teaching me how to massage my body.
Your body? Massage?
It feels pretty good. Why don't you learn a thing or two, Hibiki?
No, it's still too early for me.
Is that how it is?
Yes.
What does age have to do with anything when it comes to massaging your arm? I think there's a misunderstanding. Hibiki, why don't you come closer over here?
No. You and I are both naked.
That is a fact. That is true. Of course we are. We're in a bath. I mean, you're the one who chose to be here. You could have gone to the other bath.
This is as close as I'll get. It's too embarrassing. I don't think I'll ever be able to look at you the same ever again.
I carefully choose my words so I don't say adoptive. Are you embarrassed? We're brother and sister.
Oh.
She clears her throat. Hibiki then slowly picks her words as if informing me of something. That's exactly why she means. Ah. I suppose that's how it is. Being twins, Michiko and I were inseparable even in the bath. Do people get embarrassed when they come of age? Whoops, I said what was on my mind without filtering it. Hibiki's smart about these things. She must have understood what I meant from her gasp.
Is it just a matter of getting used to it? I'm not embarrassed in the slightest.
Yeah, you're like a machine. Or something. I don't know what you are, Hachiraku, exactly. But, it's different for people, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Hachiraku announces it. She clears out the awkward silence. I have to take advantage of this. Do landlords and their masters bathe together often?
Yes, I've been with my master prior to you for quite a long time, and we bathe together frequently.
After our duty for the day, we would go to a large bath in the engine depot. That's a good memory. When Hachiroku was still working, she must have been on a steam locomotive. But there should have been a lot more engineers and railroads back then. But Kiyomi and Sotetsu-sama have completely different bodies. You don't have extra flesh on your chest, but you do on your crotch. Oh. 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 That means what I think. Yes. Even I can answer this obvious mystery. This engineer, Kiyomi, is a woman then. Yes, she is a woman. Splash, Hibiki comes closer.
A woman engineer? Engineers are the people who drive the trains, right? There's someone like that back then?
At the Teo engine depot, Kiyomi was the only engineer for a very long time. Then again, the number of female engineers grew during the war. Yeah? The war. She means the World War. Hachiroku was around during that time? Wow. Yikes. All the drafted engineers were afraid of Kiyomi. Because of that, we kept the bath all to ourselves. She closes her eyes, deep in thought. Hachiroku giggles a little, remembering her past. Looking back, I think this is the first time I've bathed with a man. I see. I'm glad it was with you, Sotetsu-sama. I see. Sotetsu-sama? She looks up to me from below.
Alright, that's enough.
Hibiki comes closer with big strides while splashing around us in the water. What's wrong? Not embarrassed anymore?
It doesn't go away that easily. I'm still embarrassed, I am, but...
But what? Hibiki takes a deep breath. She quietly and slowly chooses her words.
If I stay embarrassed, I'd lose.
Lose at what? Hibiki... Who is losing to what and why? Hibiki refuses to say any more, and I have no idea what she meant. What I do understand, though, is that through her words and attitude, she has a strong will.
So, Nisa, let me wash your back for you.
We're almost done with this bath scene. It's getting weird. Alright. To be honest, Hachiroku's too small and will take too long. I wouldn't feel refreshed at all. Can I ask you to give it a little pressure? Splush. Don't I stand up? Hibiki covers her face and jumps back into the bath. I don't understand her. Hachiroku giggles as if she knows exactly why. This is just a guess, but I believe Hibiki-sama wants you to cover up, Sotetsu-sama. Perhaps she heard Hachiroku's voice, Hibiki nodding with her eyes closed, still submerged. That's right. Yeah, she told me she was embarrassed because we were siblings of age, and yeah. Ah, sorry. I completely forgot. I cover my front as I stand up. After getting out of the bath, I hear a splash behind me. I covered my front. Can you wash my back for me, Hibiki? Oh my. What hijinks? Visual novel hijinks, everyone. After cleaning up and eating dinner at home, I suddenly grow drowsy. But I still have much to do. First, I need to lay out the futon. Looks like this room is all cleaned up. You can't call this cleaned up yet. All we did was push everything into the next room.
That means this room is cleaned up, but the next room isn't.
Hachiroku's tiny hands move about to neatly place the futon sheets. By the way, Hachiroku.
Yes, Sotetsu-sama?
Hibiki and Makurani are in their own rooms, and now I'm alone with Hachiroku. I finally gotten this opportunity. I'm not stupid enough to let it slip by me. What opportunity? Ah, yes. Okay, good. This is a great opportunity right here. Did you lose 8620?
Thank you for waiting until we were alone.
Hachiroku bows down, deeply affirming my suspicions. That's why I try to stay calm as I hear the words coming out of Hachiroku's mouth.
Rare lords and trains are like blood-related siblings.
Yes.
Under normal circumstances, I would know the whereabouts of 8620 no matter where it is.
Okay. That's not so much like siblings as it is twins. Michiko and I were like that. We shared every part of our lives together.
That's why I searched for 8620 the moment I woke up, but I couldn't sense it anywhere.
Then let's look for it. That's the only way it goes, without saying. But Hachiroku opens her eyes wide and looks as if lightning has just struck her. You could just be too far away and can't sense it temporarily. If we find and touch it, I'm sure your senses will return.
You think so? I sure hope that is the case.
If it takes more than that, then we'll try everything we have to. And if Hachiroku's senses still don't return, that would mean she's broken. If we do know that, then the next order of business is to get her repaired. As long as we take the right steps one by one, we'll find a solution. Unless it's been like, I don't know, melted down for base resources or something. That would be unfortunate. Anyways, there's no need to worry. The sun always comes up the next day. During the time when I had lost my will to live, I still continued on with my life. That's why I know that the sun will always come up.
I agree. Thank you very much, Sotetsu-sama.
No need to thank me yet. We could do that after we find 8620. 8620, 8620, I'm still just gonna go with the numbers. Or even further down the road.
Yes.
Supposing that we did find 8620, what does Hachiroku want to do after that? How much can I help fulfill Hachiroku's desires? The more I think about it, the heavier my mind and body weighs on me. I'm tired. Let's go to sleep.
Yes, Sotetsu-sama.
So does Hachiroku need to sleep? I mean, I guess the other one was sleeping earlier. Anyways, I climb into the futon. Hachiroku follows in an extremely reserved way. Ah, that's right. Hachiroku said she was a maiden. If you don't want to sleep here. Oh, to say that, Hachiroku gets up and shakes her head.
It's not that I don't want to. I simply prefer this distance between us.
I see.
Yes, good night, Sotetsu-sama.
Sure. Good night, Hachiroku. There's nothing more to say. I close my eyes to let sleep overtake me. Rumble, 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 rumble. It's a sound. The sound of a train. I open my eyes and find out that I'm in the middle of a dream. Am I still on this train?
Yes.
My sister Michiko is here. Exactly the way she was before the accident. However, she does not smile. It's taking forever to get there.
Yeah.
I can't feel anything from my twin Michiko anymore. The moment of her death She cut off all ties with me, so it wouldn't drag me down with her. Where is this train going?
I don't know.
Me neither. But I did know. This train would be my last journey with Michiko, father and mother. Really tend to forget these things, even precious things.
Yes, yes.
The scenery out the window doesn't change. No matter how much of it goes by, the same scenery comes again. The color of dusk is so monotone, a terribly lonely scenery.
Railord.
Yeah, those are strange. I don't know if I'm getting my message across, but Chico wouldn't tell me. Not knowing something can be worrisome. I was taught by Tacho-san that I should help others to make up for who I couldn't save. Rather than let regret rot my soul, that would be much better. Whoever I did save will then in turn save me too. We're twins. If I save someone, that might also save Michiko.
Save someone?
Mother and father aren't on the train. Michiko remains on the train, alone. That's why I want to send Michiko off to mother and father in peace.
Even for Railords?
Doesn't matter if it's a rail lord, my adoptive family, or even complete strangers. I will spare no effort for anyone in my circle I can reach. Sounds like there's anything else I want to do. I don't know what the right answer is. Nothing might ever connect, so I have to believe that every answer is right. If I give up, that would kill Michiko. Not by an accident. I would be killing her with my own will. That's why I must stay alive. I have to stay alive and bring peace to Michiko.
So-chan?
Yeah, Michiko? Michiko calls my name. Michiko holds her hands out to me. But those hands will never reach me, because I will always wake up. I hope we can get to the last stop soon.
Yeah.
I can hear her voice, but I cannot see her anymore. Soon, even her voice fades away. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's kind of a depressing dream to have. I hope that's not super reoccurring for him. Interesting episode.